Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning, khushamdeed, jiayanu, goeiemorgen, pakhair ragle, bonjour. So many other words that I cannot recall because, of course, my co-host Shazad is so better at it, so I'll leave it for that whenever he comes back. Welcome to Well This Morning with Shazad Hashmi on a beautiful and refreshing Thursday morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are having so much fun in the studio already because we're going to talk about something that is so close to my heart. And obviously, everyone out here loves empowering women in whatever capacity it is possible. But before that, I have something to share with you, as always. So on my way from, wherever I live to work, I was listening to one of my favorite most from the Smiths. It's called I Know It's Over. And one of the lyrics went like, it's so easy to laugh, it's so easy to hate. It takes strength to be gentle and kind. And is that not the truest thing ever? I mean, it is indeed, nowadays, it is the easiest thing to sort of hate on someone or make bad comments about someone on your phones, on your social media platforms, even in your personal lives, you know. You make sarcastic or personal attacks on people and you feel like it's funny, you're bullying them, but trust you me, it's not funny. It's only talking about your own personal insecurities. So why not choose to be the stronger person, of course, you know. It takes strength to be gentle and kind. So be gentle, be kind to everyone around you, and try to surround yourself with kinder people because that is definitely going to make your life better. What are we talking about today? Well, I sort of gave it away in the beginning. We are talking about women empowerment, but this specifically, economic empowerment of the women. Right now, we're headed out to a short break. We will be back and we will begin the segment. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Well This Morning with Shazad Hashmi, where today we are discussing the economic empowerment of Pakistani women. Well, I do happen to know a lot of women around me who have been wanting to start a lot of, their own businesses because they do have some hobbies. They're very good at it. Some are good at clothes designing. Some are good at making foods and everything. You know, home-based stuff is very popular nowadays. But they start it, and eventually, a few months down the lane, they have to sort of shut it, sometimes because of the lack of resources and sometimes because of lack of motivation as well. So how can we sort of keep that going and make that beneficial for the family? That is what we're talking about. And there's a new initiative. It's called Women Entrepreneurship Certification, where some entrepreneurs are, they are imparted some practical skills, which will definitely help them to become better entrepreneurs. So to talk about that, we've been joined by someone all the way from Lahore. And we wanted to start the discussion quite a while ago, but we had this breaking news on. So without further ado, I will be introducing them to you. On my right-hand side, we've been joined by someone who happens to be a growth manager at a firm. Her name is Amal Nadeem. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show. Next to Miss Amal, we've been joined by someone who's actually one of the brains behind this project as well. She will be talking a lot about it because she knows what this is about. She happens to be a professor at LUMS, and she's none other than Farah Arif. She's been here on the show before as well. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show. So let's begin immediately. What is Women Entrepreneurship Certification?
As you correctly pointed out, women have a lot of skills.
Yeah.
But the problem is that at times they don't know how to market the products, like those skills-based products. So for example, if they are beauticians, they do beautiful makeup for themselves and for their friends, but they really don't know how to put that makeup artistry into a service. So this initiative that we have taken, as we have used the slogan as well, that you turn your hobbies into scalable businesses.
Okay.
So in just 2 sentences, we will train them, but not with like theories, but we will give them practical knowledge, so that they can develop their business plans in the next 5 months through this practical training. And during these trainings, they will not only, they won't be just developing, the business plans. Actually, they will be testing their product and services with real customers.
Wow.
So this is the way the whole program is developed.
Okay.
But the most important thing is that whenever you go out and you get the education, okay, fine, you get the certificate, but do you really get a platform where you can talk about your, plans? We are also going to provide them this platform. So throughout the country, we have national incubation centers. We have so many other incubation centers as well. We are collaborating with them. National Incubation Center Lahore is already one of our collaborators.
Wow, that's
great.
great.
And these women who will prepare themselves in the next 5 months, then they will go in front of the investors.
Okay.
And they will pitch their ideas to these investors.
Wow,
because
I love
you see,
it.
there are two things which are very, very important. One is that whether you have skill or not.
Yeah.
The second thing is whether you have a product or service or not.
Okay.
What if you have both of these things, but you don't have then money?
The capital, yes.
Exactly. So capital is again a very important aspect. So we are not only just empowering them with the knowledge, we are not just empowering them with the skill set, which will help them transform their hobbies into businesses, but we will also giving them the opportunity so that they can tell the rest of the world what they would like to sell.
I absolutely, absolutely love this idea. You mentioned that this is a 5-month program, sort of?
Yes.
And this is going to restart after it's over with one batch of it, right?
Yes.
So Amal, is this an online thing, or like do people have to go to classes as well?
So actually the company which is starting the certification, it's called EdTechWorks.
Okay.
And we have
And you're representing them right now?
Yes.
Okay.
This is actually the founder.
So we just don't say that, empower women, we actually do it. So, and this is very, I don't have anything wrong to say about the boys. I have a lot of boys in my team as well.
Okay.
But Amal is one of my lead team members for the certification program. So she is leading actually, and she helped me a lot in developing this whole concept.
So this was your brainchild?
Yes.
Wow, okay, that's brilliant. So this is like, it's an online thing that they have to do. They
Yeah,
have
so
to register?
Amal will explain it to you right now, that how we have divided between online and offline.
Okay, perfect. Please go ahead.
So EdTechWorks has a digital interactive platform. So essentially 80% of it is going to be online on that digital interactive platform, which consists of texts, videos, and we try to keep the information as local as possible. So we have local case studies, simulations, and all of that. And then 20% of it is going to be offline, meaning in person. Yes, meaning in person. So then in the 10 cities which we are launching this in, there are going to be workshops which take place with trainers who are local to those areas.
Oh, perfect. So is there an eligibility criterion of who may apply and who may not?
Yes, it was very important.
Yeah, of course.
Because you see, my pain point was what? My pain point was that there are graduates and postgraduates, women sitting in Pakistan. Now, of course, I'm sure they are wonderful housewives if they did not go out in the workplace. But most of them have some ambitions. They had aspirations. So we would like to give them this platform where they can fulfill their aspirations.
Right.
So this particular program is for those women who are at least undergraduates and who have some skills, which they have been demonstrating.
They want to polish them.
But now they want to A, polish them, B, they want to now bring them in the market. They want to sell it. So yes, first criteria is that these women need to be undergraduate. And then it is not like open for everybody. We have to do the selection.
Of course.
Because this is a very expensive program.
Most definitely,
So this program, it will cost us like 60,000 rupees per individual. However, it is way cheaper as compared to the traditional program. Why? Because we are using technology.
Yeah.
So 80% of the content these women will do online. In their comfort zone while sitting at their home.
Wherever they want.
Wherever they want. However, they will be part of that community of learners. So for example, in the city of Lahore, as the interest is building up, we have already so many registrations. So these undergraduate, these undergraduate women or postgraduate, they are applying to us. Then we are saying, all right, let us screen you. Because the most important thing is whether you have sellable skill or not.
Right, of course.
This is very important. So yes, we will screen out those women who have sellable skills. Then we will put them with the sponsors. So these women will pay just 20% of the total cost.
That's what I was going to ask.
Exactly, and 80% will be matched through a sponsor.
Wow.
Because we do understand that these women don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, of course. I mean, naturally, I mean, there are a lot of people who do have some amazing, amazing business ideas. But one of the main issues, of course, there's motivation. Some people do lack that. But again, there's capital. Because including me, if I were to start a business of my own, like dream in my head that I already have, I would want to seek, you know, sponsorships or anything like that. Because, of course, I can't do it on my own. So that is a great thing. But Amal, is it only for the people or the women of major cities like Lahore or Islamabad? Or are you guys reaching out to other places as well?
No, not at all. We are actually targeting 10 cities in total. That does include Islamabad, Karachi and Lahore. But then we also are targeting Peshawar, Abbottabad, Multan. There's a list.
Okay.
And I have to mention, Faisalabad, Sahiwal, Sargodha, Multan, and because you see central Punjab, there is so much going on, and then of course South Punjab, which is Multan.
Of course, yeah.
And we all understand Multan has like beautiful skill set.
Yeah.
You know, embroidery and
this blue pottery, it's
exactly.
beautiful. Oh God.
There's so much over there. But then these women are not taught how to then put it in the market. And you see, so there's not only just, you know, skill set and the sponsorship which is coming. There's the ecosystem which is lacking.
Right, okay.
Just imagine 30 women online learning the skill set and also discussing their ideas. And then meeting at one point with an instructor, with a trainer. And the trainer is not talking about some theories. Actually, trainer is like looking at their plans which they have developed.
And telling them practical things that they might do.
Exactly. And then they're helping each other how to improve it further.
Farah, you know, that's what my question is. Who are these trainers? Who are these people who are going to train them?
Yeah, I think this is very important to highlight because my whole issue was that, you know, for example, I'm faculty of LUMS, right? Yeah. So, of course, we have developed wonderful programs. So, first challenge was that the content, the knowledge that we want to impart to these women, that has to be state of the art.
Of course.
And one of the best.
No compromise.
Exactly. So, therefore, there are 7 faculty members who are part of the content writing, and they are our authors. So they are professors from LUMS. One professor is from IBA, Karachi.
Okay.
We have also one High Court lawyer with us.
Oh, perfect.
Because it's so important to teach women how to secure their business, how to register their business.
Right.
We are also going to tell them that, all right, how to go into this sales tax, you know, operations, because so this is the knowledge which is completely lacking in our ecosystem. So these are the authors who are top notch in their own particular field, and they came together with me, and we have developed the content. Now, who will, of course, give the training? Yeah. Now, we will come up with the content. We will make our videos. These wonderful women can do this online, but then within their ecosystem, what we have found out, so for example, in the area of Abbottabad, Peshawar and Mardan, we have a team of 4 people. Okay. Now, one is a PhD from UK. Wow. One is MSc Development from London School of Economics. One is lawyer. Okay. And another is finance expert. So this is the 4-member team. Okay. Who is this team is actually going to deliver the training. And similarly, we have arrangements in the other cities as well.
Right. That's perfect, Farah. Because we're short on time, I need some quick answers from you guys. Are you guys going to incorporate some universities into it as well? So as soon as you know there are fresh graduates, they might direct them to you. Are you going to?
Yes. So what we have done, the faculty members that I'm talking about, who will, like people who will train them, we want these people to be part of the university. Right. Today, actually, we are having a meeting with the professor of Fatma Jinnah University.
Wow. Okay, that's
because
great.
This is very important, because we are developing an ecosystem. So the professors that we will train as the trainers in these 10 cities, we want them to then connect back to the university students. And of course, university students are more than welcome to join us. Why? Because this program will start from May this year. Okay, although screening process will start and the application deadline is 7th of April, please log on to our website. This is www.edtechworks.com. If you find it difficult, please Google Farah Arif. You will reach to our website. Please do apply. Right. And by the way, I was told that is it for women only? I said,
I was going to ask.
No, of course not. However, this first initiative is for women, right? But we are welcoming boys as well. They can definitely apply, and we will put them in our next cohort.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Farah. Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Amal. I know you didn't have we couldn't ask you a lot because we were short on time, but thank you so much for your presence and wish you all the best of luck for your initiative. Do, update us about however it goes. I will
keep on.
We're heading out to a short break. When we come back, we will be talking about something that's a new initiative. It's called Aao Baat Kran. So stay tuned. Good morning.
Passion for polo will be the highest on the world's highest polo ground. Shandur invites visitors to experience a traditional polo tournament between the teams of Chitral and Gilgit. The tournament is held on Shandur Pass, the highest polo ground in the world, at 3,700 meters above sea level. The first time a polo tournament took place on the Shandur Pass was in 1936. It is a place unique and exotic in itself, surrounded by some of the most spectacular mountain scenery in the world. The event marks the annual rivalry between the teams of Chitral and Gilgit. The polo tournament has some added attractions for the visitors: trout fishing at the nearby streams and lakes, and a festival of folk dances and music of northern Pakistan. The event in itself offers a fascinating insight into the lifestyle of the people of this region. Their culture and indigenous customs are a delight to behold for the visitors. Crystal clear lakes, snow-covered mountains, alpine flowers, and vast stretches of green grass are added attractions. Fairs and festivals of Pakistan.
Welcome back to World This Morning with Shilza Hashmi, and right now we are going to start another segment totally about something different. But before that, let me tell you, today we are also observing World Kidney Day. And trust you me, kidney happens to be one of the most important organs of your body because, of course, it regulates the fluids inside and takes care, first of all, of your skin as well. So if you want to be glowing, do yourself a favor. And on this day especially, do your skin a favor, do your other organs a favor. Start drinking at least 8 glasses of water per day, and you will see the difference in yourself. So without further ado, we are going to be introducing the team of Aao Baat Kran to you. It is a new initiative. I'm not going to give anything away. We will definitely be talking to them about all the details of it. And on my right hand side, we've been joined by actually 4 of the team members. So on my right hand side, this happens to be, well, she's a content blogger. She's none other than Sayyida Sunaina Bukhari. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Walaikum salam. And next to Sunaina, now this is someone who's been on the show before. He's an actor, and he is the person who actually reached out to me, one of the people behind the idea as well. This is Imran Khan, also a content creator and also an actor. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show.
How are you?
Next to Imran, I'm absolutely good. Next to Imran, we have the actual, brain behind this initiative, and she's the CEO of Aao Baat Kran as well. None other than Lareeb Shah. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show.
How are you?
I'm absolutely great. You are also a cultural blogger, right?
Yeah.
But that's brilliant. And last but not the least, he is a part of the team as well. He happens to be a content creator again. This is none other than Akshaf Lohani. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So let's begin with Lareeb. What is Aao Baat Kran? How did you get the idea of it?
Okay, let me firstly tell you about my studies, what I'm going to do.
Yes.
I'm studying about project management from Bahia University.
Okay.
So while studying, I was observing there is no counseling, awareness and youth empowerment platform in Islamabad and in all over Pakistan.
Right.
Then I've been into depression because of the studies pressure and a lot of things going around. So I started the initiative of this Aao Baat Kran, that means let's talk.
Yeah.
So I started from social media because I'm a blogger myself. So I started from the Instagram posting about harassment, bullying, and the problems we face mostly in our institutes. The studies problem, the teachers' discrimination, and all that. I start talking about that. Then I got a very good response on that. People start sharing their stories, and then I got to know, let's give it a name. Then I give it a name as Aao Baat Kran.
And this was how long ago?
It's like 2 weeks before.
Oh wow, that's brilliant. So okay, Imran, you are a CEO as well of this.
Yes, one of the co-founders.
Okay, one of the CEOs, of course. So did you guys have a session already? Because it's only been 2 weeks or something.
Yes, we had our first session on 3rd March, and we hosted it at 11 Cafe Garage.
So how many people were there, and what were you guys doing?
Well, we were expecting a head count of about 30 people, but alhamdulillah, we had about 70 people. The cafe was full. And we had different people coming up, like there was a taekwondo artist, we had MMA, there was magician, we had qawwals, vocalists, guitarists, rubab players, like basically talent from all over the Pakistan.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
So
all of those who don't quite understand yet, so they are basically providing a platform for people from all walks of life, all professions, all careers to come together, speak about whatever they want to speak about their struggle stories, their wins, their failures, anything, just discuss whatever is going on with them. Because lately we do not have the trend of sort of opening up to people, right?
Exactly, yes.
So Sunaina, how did you connect with them?
Let me introduce myself
Yes.
first. My name is Sayyida. I'm basically from Chitral and doing sociology from Quaid-e-Azam University. I have worked a lot in the field of psychology. I have worked as a psychologist in Shifa International, as well as I have taken so many degrees and diplomas in this field, mental health field. So I am usually a content blogger or a content writer. So my field is just about the depression. I write blogs about the people who are suffering. People want to talk about, but they don't find anyone to speak in front of. So that's why I have shared the story of with Lareeb Shah, and then she helped me out. So I think I need to join them to help other people out in this.
That's brilliant. It's a great initiative that you've joined on. Now, Akshaf, how did you become a part of this, and what is your role in this?
Well, I've known Lareeb for about, I believe, 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
So yeah, I saw her initiative, I spoke to her, and we had a very good discussion on it. I understood the goals and everything. So my job here is to mainly create content.
Okay.
Covering events, whatever we are doing.
The media part of it.
The media part, of course.
Okay, but you do have an interesting story. So I do know a lot of people out there who have studied some specific degree just to please their parents because they want the degree on their walls, framed out there. But personally, they want to pursue something else. So you studied to be an engineer, but you
am an engineer,
yeah.
alhamdulillah, electronics engineer from Ikra University, Islamabad, graduated in 2015. Did some corporate jobs here and there, but couldn't find, self-satisfaction.
Right, of
So
course.
I thought, let's go with the hobby and, explore more about this field. And now I'm doing it full time as a photographer and videographer, content creator.
Oh, that's perfect. And I hope that works out for you. Imran, you're doing a similar thing as well because you studied something else. Now you want to pursue acting. And we know, especially in Pakistani families, when you tell your parents कि मुझे actor बनना, they're like, दिमाग ठीक, actor कौन बनता है? पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे? So initially that does happen. So you guys are like the perfect people to speak to other people about how your stories went. So what sort of discussions went on in the first session?
Well, in the first session, we mainly discussed about youth awareness, youth empowerment, and things like that. Like letting people know. Basically, nowadays, you see, everyone tells you what to do, but no one tells you how to do those things.
How to do this, right?
So that's where we come in, basically, to guide them in the right way and help them, like make a better decision about what they want to do.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
mainly.
Okay. Perfect. Now, Lareb, are you planning on expanding this as well? Is there going to be, let's say, a proper physical office or something about this where you regularly hold your sessions?
As we started just 2 weeks before, I just want to take it slowly. I just want to communicate to the people and tell about the idea so they can grasp the idea, and then I will. I'm trying to reach to the universities and connect to the right people. Like I connected with Sunaina, Imran, and all these. Now they have been a part of my team. But I want on the same time to do the awareness, to talk, to go and talk. And so for now, I just want to take it very slow through social media, because social media is a platform where you can talk about these things, right? I started from the harassment that has been done in our institutes. I actually fought a case in my university and I won that case. So after that, I start talking about that, about the girls' harassment. The male teacher harassed the girls. So I want it to be very slow, because people, whenever you bring the change in a society, you need to...
Change is always slow.
Very slow, very slow process, and you need right people to connect with you, to talk about the issues that they are going through. Mostly, I've got messages from girls, young girls, that they are going through depression. So I connect my idea, Aao Baat Kran, express yourself through your art. What is your art, your talent, your skill? So talk about your depression through your skills. So it might be effective, right? We talk about awareness, but nobody brings their skills, talent in them to express it. We have a lot of mediums like literature, poetry, music, singing, dancing. There's a lot of things we can talk about.
Absolutely.
So I just want it to be very slow for now, and let's see what people will react to this, and then inshallah first.
Right. Social media, of course, is a blessing and a curse. And since we are talking about, putting your emotions in any form of art, that is what artists do as well. Imran, you must know this because you're an actor. And whenever you have to act sort of a difficult scene, you have to think about something that must have happened to you to bring out the true emotions, right? And that is what happened to singers as well. I mean, we get some of the best albums only after their heartbreak, which is true.
That's true.
But Sunaina and Lareb, this is a question for you. Do you feel like on social media, people are more easy or more, let's say, convenient to share their stories because of anonymity? They don't want to show who they are. But if you're getting them together in person, they will be more reserved than they are, usually. Is it true? Did that happen in the first session as well?
And I think in my perspective, this is what I feel, that people are usually cover themselves in an artificial world. This is not actually they exist. Like if it's okay, I can speak in Urdu.
Yeah, okay,
I think I can explain it more better. अच्छा मैंने जिस फील्ड में काम किया है ना, उसमें मैंने बहुत करीब से लोगों को देखा है. जैसे साइकोलॉजिस्ट और साइकियाट्रिस्ट का काम ये होता है कि ऑब्जर्व करना इसलिए क्योंकि हम में इवन आई माई सेल्फ नीड अ पर्सन जो मुझे बैठ के सुने. हम क्राउड में खुद को कवर कर लेते हैं, बट ये हमारा एक्चुअल नहीं होता. अब मैं आई वांट कि पीपल नो मी बाय माय वर्क, लेकिन वो आर्टिफिशियल वर्ल्ड में हमें खुद को कलर्स के अंदर छुपा के रखना पड़ता है ताकि कम्युनिकेट भी हम अपना मैसेज इनडायरेक्टली उनको करते हैं, बट unfortunately.
That's absolutely true. You know, Sunaina, what she was saying is that we have to sort of masquerade ourselves in the society that we're living in, because no one wants to be vulnerable to the world out there, right? There's so many things going on in your own world, and you just need a person who can listen to you. That's all what anyone needs. But coming to you, Akshaf, you know, before the show when we were talking, you mentioned that there are some artists who might come share their stories, and people who are aspiring to be artists can learn from them.
Yes.
So talk about it. Did something similar happen in the first session, and what are your plans in the future about this specifically?
So basically, we see Aao Baat Kran as a platform where, you know, we have a senior photographer, a senior producer, a senior director who can come and guide young people who want to enter into this field, but they don't see how.
Okay.
Right? If you are a painter and you want, you have this leadership skill, and you wouldn't mind to teach others as well. So Aao Baat Kran is a platform where if you are interested in painting, you can go up to a painter. Hey, I want to be a painter, but how do I start?
Right. Can you help me with this?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Somebody wants to be an anchor. Maybe we can have you as Aao Baat Kran.
Of course, I'd love to be a part of it.
Definitely. And many other things. Similarly, acting. Motivational speaking, then we have the awareness sessions. So in the upcoming 4 or 5 years, I believe this will grow to a country
to a larger extent, of course, that's where we're expecting as well, because of the response that you guys got from the first session. It was only 2 weeks ago, mashallah. So towards the end, Larib, I want you to sort of conclude this. Let's see, what is Aao Baat Kran 5 to 10 years down the lane?
Well, 5 to 10 years, I will...
I hope, first of all, you're not going to lose your motivation about this and then probably stop working. I hope not.
I think when you suffer from something, you make sure you will work on this. This is what I want. Express yourself through your art. I think now we all need a platform to connect, to talk, to express, and to bring the awareness within ourselves. We can talk about, because the generation gap is going so much.
God,
we cannot talk to our parents, right? We cannot talk to our teachers because of fear. I don't know what kind of fears we are having, but there's nobody to talk. So now we youth have to come forward and talk about these issues. And 4 or 5 years after, I think I'll take it internationally. Because we have Malala, who talked about girls' education, and people recognize that that's something very important to talk about.
Right, absolutely.
Similarly, youth awareness, counseling, and youth empowerment is the issues we are facing now. We need to talk about them.
And you know, most definitely, when you talked about the communication gap between our parents and us, I feel like there was a very rapid paradigm shift after our parents' generation. And as soon as, you know, we grew up, we were growing up with a total different world that our parents hadn't seen. So, of course, there's a communication gap. So, Naina, you had to say something about this as well.
I have to say. The thing is, as we know, we are living in a professional world. ठीक है, हम जो बैकवर्ड ऑर्थोडॉक्स है उससे हमें निकल के अभी प्रोफेशनल वर्ल्ड में अगर आना है तो हमें सफ़र करना है. द थिंग इज़ वी हैव टू सफ़र, बट वी हैव टू चूज़ इन अ वाइज कि हमें किस जगह पे सफ़र करना है.
राइट.
और कम्युनिकेशन गैप और जनरेशन गैप पे मैं यही कहूँगी कि वी ऑल आर हियर सफरिंग फ्रॉम अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, बट द थिंग इज़ दिस the thing which are motivating us and which are giving strength to us.
Okay, so basically your suffering has sort of brought you all together and you want to help the world out there, which is absolutely amazing. I wish you all the best of luck for your initiative. Do keep us updated about whatever is happening.
Definitely.
Thank you for joining us early morning. Sunaina, Imran Khan, Larib, and also you, Akshaf. So ladies and gentlemen, should I tell you, there are a lot of people around you, even right now, who might be suffering from anxiety or depression or any sort of these things, you know. All you have to do is be there for them. Listen to them. They are literally just asking for your time. They're just literally asking for you to lend your ears to them. I mean, listening is everything. Because when you start communicating about whatever the problems and sufferings you are going through, only that is when you are about to recover. So if there's only anything you learned from us, please write to us on a Facebook page with the name of Well This Morning, on Twitter, Well This Morning without a G, Dailymotion on YouTube, also Well This Morning. And if you have missed this show, it's okay. You can catch the repeat at 11 p.m. tonight. Till the next time, take care. Good morning.
passion for polo will be the highest on the world's highest polo ground. Chandur invites visitors to experience a traditional polo tournament between the teams of Chitral and Gilgit. The tournament is held on Chandur Pass, the highest polo ground in the world, at 3,700 meters above sea level. The first time a polo tournament took place on the Chandur Pass was in 1936. It is a place unique and exotic in itself, surrounded by some of the most spectacular mountain scenery in the world. The event marks the annual rivalry between the teams of Chitral and Gilgit. The polo tournament has some added attractions for the visitors: trout fishing at the nearby streams and lakes, and a festival of folk dances and music of northern Pakistan. The event in itself offers a fascinating insight into the lifestyle of the people of this region. Their culture and indigenous customs are a delight to behold for the visitors. Crystal clear lakes, snow-covered mountains, alpine flowers, and vast stretches of green grass are added attractions. Fairs and festivals of Pakistan.
Okay, so for me the challenge is to prioritize things. I mean, what's important versus what's urgent, and at the same time, it's very important to understand whom you are hanging out with. I mean, who is in your social circle. For me, I have a social circle who supports me with my business. Then there's a social circle who supports me with my business, my training, the work that I do. And then there are my friends who help me with life. So you know, I have people who help me with life, then who give me technical expertise. So you can exchange ideas. So I mean, so you need to have these kind of segregated segments where you go and meet them. Then it's very important. The problem is, so you're so much into your business that you're thinking about it. You sleep with the idea, you get up with the idea, so you tend to ignore everything, and that's not by choice. That's an unconscious effort in most cases. So the idea is to see what kind of a person am I becoming in pursuit of what I want. I mean, and whom I'm hanging around with, because as they say, we become an average person of those 5 individuals with whom we spend most of our time.
Most of the time,
right? So we need to pick those people, right? I mean, when we friends sit together, because we travel a lot, we work with the humans a lot, because we have a lot of human interaction going on. So we need our time as well. Where we sit, we just crack jokes, we laugh at each other, and we kind of refuel our energies. And that comes from interacting with your loved ones. I mean, my favorite example is on the day 1 of Eid. Why everyone is so happy? Because a lot of hugs and kisses are being exchanged. That releases a lot of neurons in your minds. You know, that's a basic your mind science, right? So we need to, and nothing can replace this human touch. What people think is that if I can just text you, okay, how are you? I'm good, blah 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 blah. That gives you a certain dose of dopamine, but it cannot give you certain, and it cannot release oxytocin in your mind. So we need to have that physical interaction with our loved ones. And when a father walks in the house after his work, and he is hugged by his kids and his spouse, so he releases all his tensions, you know.
Right.
So
it's also very healthy, right? I mean, it's not also really healthy to sort of just focus on your work. I mean, you're working early in the morning, late at night and whatnot. I know a lot of people who actually especially even after work, are continuously on their phones when they're sitting with their family. Oh, I'm probably responding to my, boss, probably responding to my colleagues. That's not at all healthy, right?
It's not, but guilty as charged. I do it as well. But then again, we need to prioritize. No, we need to prioritize it. I mean, the conversation. If the conversation is very important, we need to put it aside. We need to. But if you are having this interview and I put it here or there, that means that this is more important than this conversation, right?
Right.
So, but if you know something interesting is going on, someone needs help, or you need to discuss with them. So it's about time you interact with humans, because the problem is, at the end of the day, there is no substitute of human interaction, and that brings so much out of the human, and that releases you as well. I mean, anyone who's down and out, when goes out with his or her friends, why they are all charged up. So that should tell you something about human interaction.
Wow,
we need to have more of it.
It was so good to listen to all of this, Mr. Ibrahim, especially coming from a person who's experienced. So good to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. So ladies and gentlemen, towards the end, there's just one thing, since we're talking about how it's so difficult, we're always on our phones, working and whatnot, and it's so hard to give time to your families. I sort of understand how hard a job it is of our producers, especially because they're arranging guests all the time. They're lining up the show for us, they're lining up the segments and whatnot, so I do sort of understand your pain. What my mom has started doing is actually whenever we gather for dinner, she turns off the Wi-Fi. We're not allowed to use phones, interact with each other, and I think that's a good sign. Earlier, we used to be sort of pissed because we need to use our phone, but then I think it's a healthy activity. So ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything you need to write to us on our Facebook page with the name of World This Morning, on Twitter World This Morning without a G, Daily Motion on YouTube World This Morning, and if you have missed this show, catch the repeat at 11 p.m. tonight. Till the next time, good morning, take care.
The Faisal Mosque is the largest mosque in Pakistan. Located in the national capital city of Islamabad. Completed in 1986, it was designed by Turkish architect